Exorcist Priest came face to face with the devil himself. Father Gabriele Amorth, who founded the International Association of Exorcists in 1994, said he can even purge a demonic possession via a Skype session, though most exorcisms take more than a single session. I am content if, in a mildly serious case, a person is liberated within 4 or 5 years of exorcisms, he said. I have had rare cases of liberations in a few months. In 1997, when a young, slim peasant man was escorted into the small room where Father Gabriele Amorth conducted his exorcisms in Rome, the priest felt immediately confronted by evil. Amorth said he asked for the help of Jesus, and the young man began to curse and spit, using English instead of his native Italian. His curses and threats were aimed solely at the exorcist. Then he began spitting at him and preparing to attack him physically, writes Marcello Stanzian in The Devil is Afraid of Me, the life and work of the world's most famous exorcist, Sophia Institute Press, out now. Screaming and howling, the demon burst forth and looked straight at him, drooling saliva from the young man's mouth. Amorth said he returned fire with prayers and other ritual recitations, demanding that the demon reveal its name. Unclean spirit. Amorth bellowed. Whoever you are and all your companions who possess this servant of God, I command you, tell me your name, the day and the hour of your damnation. The man fixed him with a glare and snarled, I am Lucifer. Amorth was shocked. He did not expect to receive such a terrifying response, Stanzian writes. But he was convinced he had to keep going as long as he had the strength. Amorth, the official exorcist for the Diocese of Rome, claimed to have performed about 60,000 exorcisms before his death in 2016. Born in Modena, Italy, on May 1, 1925, he knew from around age 10 he was destined for the priesthood. I am content if, in a mildly serious case, a person is liberated within 4 or 5 years of exorcisms, he said. I have had rare cases of liberations in a few months. For in-person exorcisms, Amorth was usually assisted by 4 laymen who could escort patients to his exorcism room of about 9 feet by 15 feet, which was situated away from the Roman streets so that no one can hear the screams. He used an armchair for less agitated patients, a bed, and a box with tape and belts used to tie the more robust patients. But when he supposedly met the devil in Rome, Amorth said he mostly used prayer as his weapon, reciting verses of liberation from the Roman rite of exorcism. In return, the demon resumed his shrieks, making the possessed turn his head back and his eyes roll. He remained like this with his back arched for a quarter of an hour. As this continued, the room became extremely cold and ice crystals formed on the windows and the walls. As Amorth continually commanded the demon to leave the host, the young man's body stiffened so much that he became hard and began to levitate. For several minutes, he remained hovering 3 feet in the air. Finally, the man dropped into a chair, Stanzian writes. Amorth said he left for the day but continued to regularly visit the man and pray over him until he was met with no resistance. When he at last sensed the man was at peace, Amorth asked how Lucifer had left his body. The man said he began to howl like never before. Then, at the end of this, he felt new and light, Stanzian writes. In his line of work, Amorth said he has seen all manner of surprises, and claimed that spitting has long been a tool used by demons of possession. There are very many who spit, and they try to guess the exact moment to get you, Amorth said. An exorcist with a little experience learns to defend himself from the spitting, so he tries to put a handkerchief or tissue in front of his face. I recall one who always spit, and I would see it coming in time, so I would put a hand in front of my mouth. Once a possessed person spit at Amorth and 3 nails materialized in his mouth. I still have those nails, he told Stanzian. Amorth also claimed that people become possessed in a variety of ways.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. If you like, donate to us, visit home on the page PayPal.